What is up? It's your girl Dudley back with another video. I know it's been like a long time. Yeah, just hello. How are you? How was your day? How have you been? How's your weekend been? How was your last year summer? Anyway, as you can see by the hair, we're about to do something a little different, something I haven't done before, because if you just scroll through my feed of my uploads, you can tell that I don't know what I want to do. So, we're just trying everything, because what's wrong with trying everything? I got my little robe on, got my little wig cap on, so what is this, you may ask? Well, this is a get ready with me, and this is what we're about to do. So let's just do this, okay? Okay. First thing we gotta do is put on this black mask, and I'm gonna talk to you guys, because if I don't talk, what's the point? Amazon is complete trash. It's trash. I can't say anything other than that. Like, if I would say something nice about it, be retarded for me to do that. I've ordered from them two times, right? One with one thing is a pair of earphones, and the other one was some Chinese noodles and some chopsticks. So I ordered me some Chinese noodles and some chopsticks for my second order, right? Even though I was thinking, okay, so let me just go through this, okay? So I ordered from Amazon the first time, right? And I'm like, oh my god, because it's my first time ordering from them. I've been watching so many videos where people have been buying stuff from Amazon. I'm like, they gonna order my stuff and they gonna get it right and it's gonna come. As you can see, I mentioned that it's gonna come and stuff, because mine didn't. It went somewhere, but it didn't go here. So I ordered it, waited, had the little Amazon thing showed up, and it was like, oh, it's been delivered, and it takes a picture. They take a picture when they deliver it. And first thing I'm like, is what? Because on the picture, there's this little brick thing that goes all the way up to the top of the house. And they put the box in mud. Right? So I'm like, okay, there's mud a lot around my house, mind you. So I'm like, okay. But then there's this little thing, brick thing. This little slump made out of concrete going up the house. And I'm like, what? My house isn't made out of this type of concrete. My house isn't made out of concrete at all. What? So I'm like, okay, it's gotta be somewhere. It's gotta be somewhere up in here, because there was leaves all over the floor and there was mud ground, and I was like, okay, well, my house has a lot of mud, so maybe they put it on the side of the house. I found all this out in 7 periods, so I'm pumped to go home, right? Walking home fast, and I'm like, whoa. And so I get home, I walk around my house, and I'm like, yeah, there isn't no concrete part. Where did this go? And they put it in the corner of the house. So the first place I went, because I know the outside of my house pretty. So I know the outside of my house pretty well. So I'm like, okay, yeah, there's only one corner in my house where there's a house and another corner outside. So I go there, and I thought, there's no concrete and there's no box. So I'm like, what? So I look at the picture again. I already knew this wasn't my spot. So I call them up, and they're like, oh, well, it said it's been delivered. And I was like, well, it didn't. That time, I was mad, but they were just like, oh, okay. And I got me a refund. They're like, oh, well, I can just refund. I don't think I even talked to a real person. I talked to like a little robot. It was a little robot, and the robot helped me more than people did. My second encounter, which I'm about to tell you about now, okay? So I'm like, okay, that was a one-time thing. I got my thing back, like they're gonna do better. They're gonna do better. Like, this is Amazon. Come on now. They I gave them my address, same address. This time I even put in instructions on how to find my house. Like, there's a church and there's a school, this school, that school, that school. You go this way, right? Cause where I live, there's like a church right in the middle of, like, yeah, there's a church. There's just a church. That's all I can say, really, is there's a church, like, right across the street from me. So, I say all that, right? I mean, that should be, like, a big clue, like, oh, a church, right? Adjacent their house? Okay. Vehicles? Okay. So, I'm waiting for my Samyang spicy noodles and my chopsticks to come in, right? And also the know that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my stuff. This good, right? So it's delivered. And it's not delivered here. Picture again, not my house. Not my house at all. At all. And funny thing is, I think they delivered it like 2 streets over, because like the house, they put it on a porch, and the porch looks exactly like the porch I see when I'm walking home from school. So yeah, they're so great. So great. I call them about it, and I say, oh, well, like, I didn't get my stuff, right? And they're like, okay, connects me to a human, because the robot answers, and I explain it to them, and then I call again because I'm like, what is going on the next day? Because the dude is like, well, if you don't get your package in the next day, then call back. Mind you, I see my package and it says delivered, and they have a picture of it on my phone. Like, they take a picture of it being delivered. He's like, well, sometimes the deliveries get mixed up. Like, no, nigga. They took a picture of it. Fucking made me so pissed. Like, the fuck? Sometimes it's delivered to the wrong. No, there's a picture there, honey. So, call back the next day, because I'm like, oh, it's not here. Like, I thought it wasn't going to be. And I'm like, oh, missing package, Didn't think much of it, because if it's not here, it's missing, right? Yeah, right? So, they conduct a whole freaking, like, what is it called? An investigation. This woman says, oh, in the conclusion of her case, we have found out that it was delivered to your house. The things that made it complicated is that you called and said it wasn't delivered, but then called again and said that it was a missing package. You know what? You know what? You know what? Wow. And that's not even the bad part. The bad part was that each time I called them, so 3 times in all that I've called these people, each time I talked to them, they said, oh, it was delivered. It says here that it was delivered to the correct address. No, it wasn't delivered to the correct address, because if it was, I wouldn't be calling you. I would not be calling you. But look at me, I'm calling you, so that means that it was not delivered to the correct address. So, what? What? But anyway, that's what really pissed me off. Every time I call, they're like, oh, it says it has been delivered to the correct address, and it has been delivered to the correct place. Like, no, I'm calling you and saying that it was not. Like, what? So I didn't get a refund. I didn't get nothing. I didn't get even like a copy of the stuff. But at this time, like thinking about it, why would I want a copy of you sending the same stuff I ordered already back to me when you couldn't get my house right the first 2 times, right? So yeah, that was something that just like got up in my spirit and my soul, and I was like, okay, okay, you retardos. Oh, I still need space over here. But yeah, like that really had me going. That really had me pissed. No cap. No cap at all. Like, real deal had me in my feelings. Because I was like, $15 down the drain, basically. I don't get it back. This is your second time doing this. Each time I called, y'all said it was placed to the right place. When I've told you 3-4 times that it was not. That's something that pissed me off too. Like, don't tell me that something was done this type of way or that it was done in a way when I clearly see and I'm calling you about it because it was not. The fuck? All I ordered was some salmon noodles and freaking chopsticks, and that turned my stuff to $15. Why would I? Are you accusing me of trying to steal? Trying to get some more? Trying to get my money back and get my cake too? Like, I don't understand. I mean, firstly, your shit is too high anyway for it to be $15 for 2 things. I mean, I know they say quality over quantity, but honey, she's a cheapness.